What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. Today I have a plan to attack the Radio Shack. I'm having too much fun over here, guys. Too much fun. I did a little bit off camera for you guys. Worked on the Radio Shack a little bit. The younger people, you may not know what Radio Shack is. And that's understandable because I think they're slowly going out of business. But that doesn't stop the Coveton Radio Shack from selling woofers and tweeters and whatever they sell in Radio Shack. I'm not really quite sure. I don't really go into Radio Shack very often. A lot of remote control cars and things like that. Maybe they sell drones these days. I don't know what they're selling. but yeah, you can see what I've done so far. Basically, all I've done really is put some racks in the store and put some stuff on the racks. Now, I'm using this technique throughout the mall because I think it looks pretty cool. As you can see, there's plenty of places for me to hide stuff. Ooh, in non-traditional ways, which is what I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot of non-traditional hiding, just so that people who think that they're going to find everything they're going to find in chests, so that they're kind of punished. You know what I mean? This is not just about chests, guys. This is about hoppers and droppers and dispensers and furnaces, all sorts of things. So I've got the storeroom floor there. I'm not quite finished. I'm going to work on it a little bit. I've also got a back employee section, which I'm going to work on today. And I'm going to do my fast forward method, just so we can get a lot of stuff done today. Trying to get a big chunk of this Radio Shack finished so we can move on to other mall stores. I've been spending a lot of time on the brewery. I want to get back to the mall a little bit because the mall is grinding along. It's grinding along, and we need to do more mall work, I think, because I really want to play some PvP in this mall. You guys have no idea. It's going to be so much fun. All right. So let me just do a little bit in the storefront here, and then I'm going to spend most of my time today working on the back section, the employee section, as well as a storage area where they keep their stuff, and that's going to be on the roof, on the ceiling. So there's not much space to use here. Below me I've got the first floor of the mall, so I can't go down. Above me I'm going to have the roof of the mall, so I can't go up. All I have is the space I've got here. So I'm going to work on this employee section. Basically, I'm going to make it so that the Radio Shack employees spend most of their time watching TV and eating food. There's no customers in Radio Shack. How often do you need to buy a replacement part for a walkie-talkie? You know what I'm talking about? Very seldom. So maybe that's why they're going out of business. Who knows? Anyway, let's get down to brass tacks. And today is Monday, and that means it's the creative question of the week time. I don't know if you guys have caught on, but this is the schedule I'm going to do. Mondays is creative question of the week, and that's right now. And pretty much I'm going to do a fast forward episode, a build episode every Monday while I answer these questions that you guys have. By the way, you guys' questions are getting better and better. I like it. So, yeah, that's Mondays is going to be the fast forward episode. So, to help you deal with those Monday blues. All right, so the question of the week this week comes to us from Mr. Kiptus. Thank you, Mr. Kiptus, for submitting a question. And he asks, Bean, I want to know if you think that humanity is walking for a bad future, and if we are getting very addictive to technology. Now, obviously, Mr. Kiptus, English is not his first language, but I think he wants to know if technology is going to be detrimental to us in the future, and if we're getting too addicted to it. Oh, good question. And the perfect question to be asking while I'm building a Radio Shack. How does that work out? It's just kismet, I guess. It's supposed to happen. Well, how do I start this? Are we heading towards a bad future with technology? Absolutely not. No way. Technology is getting better and better and better, and it's allowing us to do more and more things. We are taking pictures of Pluto from orbit. Let that sink in. Pictures of Pluto from orbit? Can you imagine that? Wow, that is a huge advancement in technology. The fact that we can do that and have it send pictures back to us across our entire solar system? Holy cow! That's incredible. So technology like that, the internet, if you look at the internet, it's brought people together in ways that we couldn't have fathomed. You can Skype with a person in New Zealand, while you're in America, no problem at all. So it's brought us together in ways that we never even anticipated. Now, the question remains, are there drawbacks to this technology? Obviously, there's drawbacks to there's drawbacks to everything. There's pros and cons to every single thing on this planet or in this universe. There's a con to everything. And now the con is, okay, people get addicted to it. People will forget important things because of it. You know what I mean? And that's true. Look at people on their cell phones, guys. You guys, you've seen it. We've all seen it. We've all done it. You're out in public and your face is just glued to a cell phone. Well, there's people all around you that you could be interacting with. You're interacting with your machine, and that's a bad thing. That's a very bad thing. But it's not the technology's fault. It's your fault. You know what I mean? You choose to use that tool in that way. Just as, a gun can be used to protect yourself or your country, but it can also be used for mass terror. So, is it the gun's fault that it's used for terror? Absolutely not. It's the person who's using that tool. It's their fault. So, we have this technology at our disposal, guys, but you also have the choice of how, where, when you want to use it. Okay? You don't have to use your cell phone to bury your head in games while, you could be interacting with friends and family. That's your choice. And I hope you guys are making the right choice. We're all gamers here. We all spend a lot of time staring at screens. And for the most part, it's not good, guys. Not only is it hurting your vision, you're not really having true human interaction. Yeah, we're talking to friends on party chat. And that's great. We make friends online. And, these are real friendships that we value. But at the same time, you're not looking them in the eye. You're not shaking hands with them. You're not... giving them a pat on the back when they need one. So it's different. It's very different. And we're heading more and more into this brave new world where technology is the dominant thing in our lives. And I think that's a negative thing. I do, personally. But at the same time, you have the choice. You're not forced into anything. So it's always important to remember that when using any tool, that you use it for a good purpose. Right? You know what I mean? So, are we heading towards a bad future? It's hard to say. I think, personally, technology is improving our lives for the most part. We face all these problems. Humanity has faced problem after problem after problem in the history of humanity. And every single time, not every single time, but a large majority of those times, technology has bailed us out. A lot of people are freaking out about gas, about oil reserves. They're going to run out of oil, and what are we going to do? There's going to be no oil, Technology will solve the problem. You know what I mean, guys? It's not like once we run out of oil, we have no way to power our vehicles. Before oil runs out, we will develop new technology that's not dependent on oil. That's what humans do. We invent things when we need them, okay? So, yeah, we can see it. We're moving towards hybrids and electrics. Do not worry about these things, guys. Humanity, life, always finds a way. Always. Without fail. Look back on your life. You've had some hardships, right? We've all had hardships. Has there been a single hardship that you haven't overcome? Think about that. Has a single hardship not helped you become a better person? Right? So these hardships that we have are merely tests, and they're growth tests. They're seeing if we're ready to grow yet. So you come across this obstacle and you're forced to grow. And that's what humans have been doing since the beginning of humanity. We've been forced to grow, and usually that forces our technology to improve. So all these problems like global warming, don't worry about that stuff. The media wants you to be afraid of things, because if you're afraid of things, then you're not free. I don't want to get into this whole thing right now because this is a topic for not a video, not a Minecraft video. This is a topic for a term paper or something. So I won't get into that. What was I talking about? I get on all these tangents, guys, and I'm passionate about the things I talk about. I don't know if you could tell. I have very strong opinions about things, and for the most part, I think I'm right, because not because they're just an idea that I've had for a long time. Whenever I get into an argument or whatever, I really take the time to stop and think about what my views are. Do you know what I mean? If you just have your views and they're just your views, so you're going to defend them, then you're kind of an idiot. But if you have your views and you really think about why you have these views, and you think about maybe different perspectives, maybe the person you're arguing with is coming from a whole different perspective. And if you can't put yourself in that person's shoes, then you're not growing, you're not learning, okay? Empathy is something that makes humans better than animals. You know, we can put ourselves into another position and see things from a different perspective, even though all we can really see is things from our perspective, okay? You know, our senses. We can't, I don't know what your senses are telling you, but I can imagine, and I can really try hard, and I can accept that you come from a different place than I do. So you have these different ideas about things. Now, maybe you're still wrong. You could still be wrong, but at least I understand why. At least I understand why you're wrong. And that helps me to help teach you. You know what I mean? I'm going off of weird tangents. So technology is awesome. I like technology. It can be used for ill, just like anything can be used for ill. And you have to be careful about how you use your technology, because you could be doing some damage to yourself. Cell phones is the first thing that comes to mind. Cell phones are pretty bad. You know, on one hand, you can be in the middle of the woods and you can call someone for help. On the other hand, you could be in the middle of a party and you haven't talked to a single person. So, you know, pros and cons, guys. Weigh the benefits with the drawbacks, because there's benefits and drawbacks to everything. So I want to thank, what was his name again? Let me check his name. I want to thank Mr. Where'd he go? Mr. Kiptus for his amazing question. I love questions like that. These are the kinds of questions that I'm hoping to answer. I could talk about this for hours. I really could. And I can go on all sorts of different tangents. But we'll save the next tangent for next Monday. Guys, put your questions in the comment box. You can also send me questions on Twitter if you prefer that. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, because I'm going to be posting about the PvPs. Tomorrow's going to be a great PvP video. Infected. Infected is so much fun. Oh, it's so much fun. You guys will see tomorrow. So I'm finishing up on this video here. I'm going to put some lighting systems in this Radio Shack. I'm not quite done with this Radio Shack. I'm going to work on it some more, probably off camera, and then I'll probably do an update video for you guys. And yeah, we'll keep working on this Radio Shack in this mall. Oh, I hope you guys, I'm recording this before I release it, but I hope you guys really enjoyed the survival stories this week. I think it's the best video I've ever made. My favorite video. The most fun to make. I hope no one is offended. I really do. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And I'm assuming you guys are going to give lots of likes. So thank you for all the likes you're giving. Yeah, time's weird. You know, I'm in the past right now. I'm living in the past. Maybe technology will help solve this problem in the future. Maybe there won't be a future because we invent time travel, and then that solves all our problems. And the future never happens, and you could always live in the present, and you would be alive for the rest of your life, which would be indefinite. Okay, just think about that. I'm out, guys. Thank you for watching. Happy Minecraft as always. Happy Minecrafting. Take it easy, guys. Have a great day. Peace.